Welcome to the closed party primary training. In this session, we will explain what a closed party primary is, what materials you'll use on Election Day, and the step-by-step process for assisting voters, including voters registered as no party. Section 1. What is a closed party primary? Closed party primaries are the process used by the Democratic and Republican parties to select their nominees for certain elected offices. The offices included in the closed party primaries are U.S. Senator, U.S. Representative, Louisiana Supreme Court Justice, Public Service Commissioner, and Board of Elementary and Secondary Education member. The Democratic and Republican closed party primaries will be held in the spring of each election year when any of these races are on the ballot. For the closed party primary races, a voter's ballot will contain the candidates for the party the voter is affiliated with. Registered Democrats will see Democratic candidates. Registered Republicans will see Republican candidates. Voters registered as no party can choose a Democratic ballot, a Republican ballot, or an unaffiliated ballot. Unaffiliated ballots will only have propositions or races that are open to all voters. All eligible voters, no matter what party they affiliate with, will see any open races, propositions, or constitutional amendments on their ballot. All voters registered as no party will be noted on the signature line of the precinct register as declaration required. They must complete a declaration of ballot choice form. Voters registered in any other party other than Democratic, Republican, or no party may only vote if there are open races, propositions, or constitutional amendments on the ballot. If there are no open races or propositions, their precinct register will clearly state not eligible for election. Section 2. Precinct register in a closed party primary. When you arrive on Election Day, look for a closed party primary precinct register cover page in the front of your precinct register. If your register has the closed party primary precinct register cover page, but you do not have a closed party primary supply packet in the green canvas bag, contact your clerk of court immediately. The precinct register will also show special notations such as declaration required for no party voters and not eligible for election for voters who cannot vote in the closed party races. Section 3. Closed party primary supply packet. Inside the green canvas bag, you will find the closed party primary supply packet. In the supply packet, you will have a closed party primary poster, a closed party primary FAQ poster, a closed party primary supplemental informational pamphlet, and declaration of ballot choice forms. Once you have located the closed party primary supply packet, hang both the closed party primary poster and the closed party primary FAQ poster by the sample ballots and other Election Day posters. Section 4. Declaration of ballot choice. Voters who are registered as no party are able to choose to participate in either the Democratic or Republican Party primary. They can also choose to vote a no-party ballot. This option is only available when declaration required appears on the signature line beside the voter's printed name in the precinct register. Before voting, the no-party voter must complete the declaration of ballot choice form, which allows them to cast their vote on the ballot they select. The voter will have to make his or her ballot choice in Section 1 of the form. If the voter chooses to vote in a Democratic or Republican first-party primary, you must inform the voter that his or her choice cannot be changed for the party primary runoff, if there is a runoff. Next, you will have the voter sign and date the form in Section 2. Finally, the voter will hand back the declaration of ballot choice, and you, the commissioner, will complete Section 3 of this form. In Section 3 of the form, you will first look up the voter's lockout number in the precinct register. All no-party voters will have three-digit lockout numbers listed in the lockout districts column of the precinct register. If the voter chooses the Democratic ballot, you will circle a number in the 300 number sequence based on the precinct of the voter. Each of those numbers will be followed by a D in parentheses for a Democratic ballot. You will write the exact number on the declaration of ballot choice form as it appears in the precinct register. If the voter chooses the Republican ballot, you will circle a number in the 900 number sequence based on the precinct of the voter. Each of those numbers will be followed by an R in parentheses for a Republican ballot. You will write that exact number on the declaration of ballot choice form as it appears in the precinct register. If the voter chooses an unaffiliated ballot, you will circle a number in the 100 number sequence based on the precinct of the voter. Each of those numbers will be followed by a U in parentheses for an unaffiliated ballot. You will write that exact number on the declaration of ballot choice form as it appears in the precinct register. Once the lockout number has been circled in the precinct register and written on the declaration of ballot choice form, you must initial the form. That circled lockout number will be used to activate the AVC machine for that voter's ballot. Finally, you will write the voter's registration number and ward and/or precinct on the appropriate lines. In the event there is not an unaffiliated lockout number, which is a number in the 100 sequence followed by a U in parentheses listed in the precinct register, then there are no open races on the ballot to be voted on by that voter. Thus, the voter is not eligible to vote in this election. If there is not a Republican or Democratic lockout number listed in the precinct register, then that particular option is not available for that voter. This might occur if candidates were elected unopposed or won outright in the first party primary. Once all three sections of the declaration of ballot choice form is complete, place the form in the pink Registrar of Voters envelope. Section 5. Activating the voting machine. After the voter has checked in, you will use their 3-digit lockout number located in the precinct register. For voters registered as no party, the lockout number will be the button sequence number circled by you, the commissioner, as reflected by the voter's choice on the declaration of ballot choice form. To activate the machine for a voter, you will press the voter's 3-digit lockout buttons on the operator panel. As an example, a 300 number sequence will be entered for a Democratic ballot. A 900 number sequence will be entered for a Republican ballot. A 100 number sequence will be entered for an unaffiliated ballot. Once the 3-digit lockout button has been entered, you will press the green Activate button. Next, verify the number sequence on the operator panel display. If the number on the display is correct, you will press the green Activate button again. When the machine is activated, the operator panel will make a sound. The light next to the Activate button will light up, the booth lights in the voting machine will turn on, and the display screen will show Voter Active. If the number of the display is incorrect, you must press the yellow button to cancel the entry and then enter in the correct 3-digit lockout number sequence. Press the green Activate button. Check that the 3-digit number is correct and press the green Activate button again. If the machine is activated and you discover it is the incorrect lockout for the voter, have the voter step out of the machine. You should then immediately contact the Clerk of Court's office or voting machine technician for the steps to reset the AVC machine. It is important the voter does not cast their ballot on an incorrect ballot. If a registered no-party voter enters the AVC machine and decides they no longer wish to vote the ballot they originally selected, they may change their ballot choice before casting their ballot. The voter must first exit the voting machine and return to the check-in table. Immediately contact the Clerk of Court's office or the voting machine technician for instructions on how to reset the AVC machine. At the check-in table, provide the voter with a new declaration of ballot choice form to complete. While the voter is completing sections 1 and 2 of the new form, locate their original declaration of ballot choice form and clearly write void across it. After you complete section 3 of the new declaration of ballot choice form, return to the precinct register. In the precinct register, place an X over the previously circled 3-digit ballot lockout number listed in the lockout districts column and initial next to the X. Then circle the new 3-digit ballot lockout number that corresponds to the voter's updated ballot choice. Next, escort the voter back to the ABC machine to cast their ballot using the new 3-digit ballot lockout number. Finally, document the situation on the Notation of Irregularities form. Section 6, Audio Voters. To activate audio voting with a lockout, there will be a button sequence number in the lockout districts column for each voter. You will need the button sequence number for each voter in the precinct register. For voters registered as no party, the lockout sequence number will be the button sequence number that was circled by the commissioner as reflected by the voter's choice on the declaration of ballot choice form. To activate the voting machine for an audio voter, press the yellow test button on the operator panel. The display screen will say Return to Voter Inactive. You will then press the yellow test button again on the operator panel. The display screen will now read Enable Audio Voting. Press the green Activate button on the operator panel. The display screen will read Audio Voting Enabled and then read Voter Inactive Audio Mode. You will now enter the lockout button sequence number listed in the precinct register. Confirm the lockout number button sequence on the display screen matches the number in the precinct register. You will press the green Activate button. Finally, press the green Activate button again on the operator panel if the numbers match. If the number on the display screen is incorrect, you must press the yellow button to cancel the entry and then enter in the correct 3-digit lockout number sequence. Press the green Activate button. Check that the 3-digit number is correct and press the green Activate button again. When the machine is activated, the operator panel will make a sound. The light next to the Activate button will light up, the booth lights in the voting machine will turn on, and the display screen will show Voter Active. Section 7, Post-Election Paperwork. Before sealing the pink Registrar of Voters envelope, make sure all completed declaration of ballot choice forms, along with the other forms listed on the envelope, have been placed inside the pink Registrar of Voters envelope. Any unused declaration of ballot choice forms will be placed back into the green canvas bag. In federal elections, place all completed declaration of ballot choice for provisional voter forms inside the purple provisional ballot return envelope. Put all unused declaration of ballot choice for provisional voter forms in the Election Day provisional supply packet and place the supply packet into the green canvas bag. Thank you for helping ensure a smooth and lawful closed-party primary election. If you have questions at any time, please contact your Clerk of Court's office. You help make our elections secure, accurate, and accessible for every Louisiana voter.